How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We are here today with Johnny Cash and the Immortal Hulk to share my mid-year top 10 picks for best action figure of 2022. I know it's August and there's only 4 months left in the year, but the reality is there's some really big figures slated to release still left in the year, and we might have a totally new top 10 come January. So we're gonna jump right into it today. Top 10 action figures of the year so far. Coming in at number 10, Marvel Legends Retro Collection, Ben Reilly. I know this figure has been in hand and reviewed since late 2021, but I wasn't able to get one until February of 2022, and he actually is listed as a 2022 release in actionfigure411.com. I absolutely love this Spider-Man. The inverted ab crunch, the upper diaphragm cut. I mean, he is so well articulated. I love the red and blue palette that they went with, and he was an easy no-brainer for my number 10 and easily my favorite Marvel Legends release so far this year. Thank you, Spidey. Let's look at number 9, Martian Manhunter from DC Multiverse. McFarlane and DC Multiverse, in my opinion, are absolutely rocking. I'm not a big figure of the toy line, but I think they're rocking, and I gotta give them some props. These are easily 2 of my favorite releases. This is one of my favorite characters, and I love the fact that we have 2 iterations, and I love having that classic form there. Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. Easy no-brainer for me. Martian Manhunter, DC Multiverse, number 9. And since I can only keep one in the countdown, this is my preferred favorite. Coming in at number 8, Mum-Ra and Marmot from Super 7's Thundercats Ultimates line. Easily one of my favorite villains of all time. There was something actually scary about Mum-Ra in Thundercats. Despite the fact that he really never did win, he was a really frightening dude. He was much more business than was Skeletor or Megatron. This guy was imposing and menacing, and he terrorized the Thundercats and Third Earth. And having him in an Ultimates form pretty much guaranteed him a spot on the top 10, no matter what year he was coming out in. So heck yeah, my number 8, 2022 so far, Super 7's Ultimate, Mum-Ra. And coming in at number 7, we have Mattel's Masterverse New Eternia, HeMan. And this dude is HeMan, and that's why he's on the list. I mean, he is the most powerful man in the universe, and he is easily one of the greatest heroes of all time. The Revelations Masterverse figures are awesome. I find that their construction has gotten better and their color palettes have gotten better as the year or plus has gone on, and I'm loving what they're doing with these figures. He is easily my number 7 as is, but one quick head swap, and now he could very easily be my number 1. Very, very easily could be the number 1 of the year so far, just with that head swap. We have a close flesh tone match, and this is possibly the greatest hero of all time, right? And he looks great with that new sculpt. That's an amazing sculpt. There's something going on with this new era of He-Man that feels very familiar, and it's really just amazing. These are home run toys, no question about it. Easy number 7 for me, the most powerful man in the universe. Running right into number 6. Uh-oh! And we got another He-Man! Listen, this is not cheating. The fact of the matter is that Motu is rocking. It's a grand slam, and Motu Origins might very well go down as the single greatest, or maybe the second greatest behind classics, Motu line ever made. And here we have the 2000X He-Man based on the cartoon. And I just noticed he doesn't have his sword, so I have a Atlantean sword handy. This might be the most perfectly sculpted nostalgic toy. It has the look from the vintage line with the articulation that we all wish it had growing up. An easy choice for my number 6. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our top 5. Coming in at a solid, super strong number 5, G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow. It's classified as a Grand Slam line. There's no doubt about it. And this is a timeless figure. You have everything that's awesome about Marvel Legends and everything that's awesome about G.I. Joe right here in one action figure. My number 5, Storm Shadow. And coming in at number 4, from Kyoto Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi, Superman 52. The sculpt, the paint, the cloth cape, the articulation on this amazing hyper-articulated fig. Everything about this guy is a grand slam. He is an absolutely outstanding figure, and I put him up there with my Mafex Hush Superman, my Mezco 1978 Superman, and now definitely my friend right here, no question about it. My number 4 pick. All right, coming down to the final 3, and this was really tough to narrow this down, but let's jump right into it. Mezco 112 Collective, Wolverine, the deluxe 10 box edition, and on accessories alone, this guy is worthy of being on the list. But everything about him, the way the figure is constructed, the way the joints interact with each other, his articulation overall, the deco, everything, his head portraits, grand slam. He even comes with a diorama piece of a Sentinel. My number 3 pick, coming in at number 2, from another toy company that is absolutely rocking it this year with amazing releases, my Mythic Legions Custom War Duke. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, hold on, that's a custom figure. What's it doing on the top 10 list? Well, the thing about it is that this particular figure is made exclusively and only with parts from Mythic Legions. So anybody actually can have this figure if they want them. So it's not like a one-of-a-kind figure. So it can actually make it to anybody's top 10 list if they really want it there. So based on that reasoning, this figure has made it to my top 10 list of the year so far. And now for my number 1 pick of 2022 so far. And you're thinking, oh no, this guy is not gonna do the beat with his mouth. Yes, I am. Look at that sword, man. I think you get the point. My number 1 pick for top action figure of the year for 2022, Super 7 Ultimates Conan the Barbarian in war paint. No question about it. This is iconic pose number 2. And you know what iconic pose number 1 is, right? Something like that. I know I tricked you. Yeah, you thought there was going to be no Conan, but it was like a crossover. It was like the toy reviewer crossover that I pulled on you. This particular Conan easily was going to make the list because it's my favorite fictional character all time. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And the mythology surrounding him in comic books and movies and in Robert E. Howard's original books, I absolutely love it. Very excited to know that Super 7 is going to continue releasing Conan figures. And as long as they do, I suspect that I'll have Conan figures on my top 10 list for years to come. My top 10 list of 2022 so far. And I had a whole lot of fun setting this up and sharing this with you guys. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. What are your top 10? What picks do you totally disagree with or do you agree with? And I look forward to sharing again in the future. Until next time, everybody, take care.